Standing still won't do much for you. The dreams are all on you, placing blame to game for fools. It's true. That's why you gotta do what you want. Live out your dream. The only person you need to believe in you is you. Do what you want. Live out your dreams. The only person you need to believe in you is you. Reaching your soul. Oh, don't let your dreams go. No. Fight against the mold. Make the new things old. It's on you. 'Cause you've been told what you ain't gon' do. But it's bullshit and you hate all those. You're sick of it and you ain't gon' lose. But let me tell you what you gotta do, what you ought to do. Live up your dreams.
Yeah, you gotta do what you want. You gotta live out your dreams, Do what you want. Do what you want. Do what you want.
All right. You're tuned into the GoWIN radio show right here on GoGo Radio Live, Win DC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWin.media, coming to you live from the shops at Iverson. And that right there you just heard was The Moment. And that track was called Do What You Want. You are tuning into a preview, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
You know, not too many people have heard this
Exclusively.
brand new original piece right here. This came out, and we are privy, feel real good about the fact that y'all able to come in today, and we are able to have it first. So this is y'all second visit to the GoWIN radio show. I appreciate y'all coming in.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Good to be back, man.
So
Thanks for having us back.
let's introduce everybody. Let's go around the table and start from my right and work. You want to start from it? Go ahead.
I'm Dave Laveau, vocalist and keyboard player in The Moment.
I'm J-Mo, Mr. 88. I play bass, do graphic designs, paint, logos, all of that.
Damo, Young Manly, drums, programming, whatever we need.
All right. So last time y'all was here, we was talking about you had a single out. You just dropped one single out at the time. Then we had the previous older one. So tell me, what has it taken over that period of time since we last spoken to finish up this EP that you just released?
what was it? We was in like top of the year.
Yeah,
just about.
Yeah.
Well, we was, to be honest, like we had to overcome a lot to even get to this point because, I said last time, this particular album was about to come out, you know, like 2 years ago. So we had to like experience failure. We had to experience like frustration, trials, and everything just to get to this point today, to where we like, all right, these songs we made during that time, it's like perfect for the time we at now. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in music right now, you know, it's like original artists coming back out, people that can really sing, like this guy here.
Right.
The good music is back, so it's like, you know, we just been working hard, man, like countless hours, studio work, all that type of stuff. So they could tell you some of their experiences too, as well.
I guess it just took a lot of pulling from what we already have. You know, a lot of people try to go and obtain all type of different resources, and they feel like if I can get this going together, and then if I can bring this to me, if I can bring all of these different entities to what I'm doing, it'll work out better. But we really had to just dig in ourselves. We had plenty of resources right within our immediate circle. We really didn't have to do too much going outside of
For the production.
Right, a very small group of, I would say, you know, under 8 people maybe, you know, where it's like, including us 4, counting us 4. So it's like, we just really had to look amongst ourselves and realize exactly what we have. And I mean, it was a learning experience. I mean, I wouldn't ask for anything different, you know. Everything happens for a reason, so I am.
What about you, Blair?
Man, we learn from our mistakes and grow from them, you know. I'm not saying we had a lot of mistakes, but we did have to jump over some walls, you know, and go through some things just to get to this point. I'm glad we did it, though, you know.
Have the 3 of y'all been there for the whole 2-year process?
Yeah. We've all been here. Like, we had, like I said, everybody had their ups and downs, but we a family, like, we bros, man. So we just all about hard work and dedication and just making some dope, cool music. And it's not graphic stuff neither, y'all. Like, we have music that all ages can listen to, like from your 5-year-old up to you being 90 years old. You can turn our music on. You know, we might slip and say one little word, but it's not too bad, nothing crazy. But we really want y'all to support us, though, man. Like, I want to shout out to Blackstone. They big supporters.
Yes,
The Unknowns.
Blackstone, Unknowns.
The Fix, the L Brothers. Top 5. You know, so
we gonna get into y'all scene, you know, y'all music that y'all been doing on the scene here in the DC metropolitan area. But I want to talk a little bit more about the concept of the album. It's 9. How many tracks is it? 8 tracks?
7
tracks.
7 songs.
So it's basically an EP, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So, what? Well, this is a twofold question. What was it that went into the title Convo? And part 2, I wanted to get a little bit more far as through the 2-year trials. What was it that you, and I want to ask this of each one of you, that you got one thing that you got out of this process that you're going to take over into the next project? You feel me? Or you want to start
Convo. Convo is really like a well, my interpretation, like I'm pretty sure we'll each have different answers to that, but that's honestly that's the niche though. That's the thing. That's the hook. The fact that we're all coming to the same goal from 4 different points of view. So it's like musically, music is a language. So when one is on the drums and the other's on the bass, they're having a conversation. So
right.
this is basically just our conversation to ourselves, and we want to let everybody else in on it, you know.
Right.
So just our musical conversation amongst us 4.
Okay, that's Convo.
And what I will take away from this process moving forward, honestly, it's funny that you played that song. The song that you chose that song to play. Do What You Want was like is that song I really wanted to like. I'm talking to myself, honestly. I'm really talking to me, and it's like you should do what you feel like you should, like your first initial instinct. I feel like that's what you should do. Maybe sometimes it leads you down a path that you necessarily didn't see yourself going down, or however that stuff plays out. Do what you want to do, because at the end you don't want to look back and think to yourself, could I have done that, or shouldn't I have done this? Do exactly what you want to do, and everything else will line up how it's supposed to be. That's what I'll take. That's what I take away from it.
Okay.
As far as the album, so what I'm gonna talk about is the artwork, because I created the artwork. So like, just to piggyback off of what Dave said, kind of sort of, where we all having a conversation through the instruments. So the way I made the album is I just made, I drew one guy that symbolizes all four of us. You know what I'm saying? He has like a crown of instruments on his head, and that just represents each person in our band having the same vibe, to give y'all good music. And what's the second question?
The second one
What
was
you
what did you take out
From
the 2 year
working on
experience, working on this project?
Communication is a very important thing, and positive vibes. And the reason I say that is sometimes in the band, like, one of us would be down, but we won't say anything. You have to talk to your bandmates. You got to let everybody know what's going on to keep that vibe and that flow fresh.
Facts.
So out of those 2 years, I think, like, just sticking together is one thing that I took from it, you know what I'm saying, communicating better. Because at first we was talking in the text messages, but it wasn't like, we wouldn't break down to each other and let each other know what's going on and how we can try to fix it or get help from one another. So,
How old are y'all? No, because I'm about to ask you a question in regards to what you're talking about,
Okay.
about communication.
got you.
So your age makes it relevant.
Late
Yeah.
20s.
20s?
We're all
I'm
late
30.
20s.
I'm not ashamed. I'm 30, man.
Okay.
Still looking young,
All
though.
And the reason why I ask you that is because has social media or even just the phone itself
Man.
has that taken away from the camaraderie
Yes.
of bands
Yes.
and being bandmates?
Yes.
Yeah, and other things, too.
But
I was about to
it's
go
like
somewhere else with
it helps.
Well, I mean, we're talking about this setting right now.
Yeah.
It's a positive and a negative. With all things, there are good and bad.
Yeah.
And with the phone, exact same thing. There are good and bad
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
It's like, of course, everybody checks their phone every 30, 50. Some people are even worse. You know what I'm saying? 30 seconds or so, you in your phone.
Yeah.
And that type of, but it's what you're doing when you're on it. I mean, it make.
Well, I would say the positive thing about the phone is they looking at our stuff, everything that we posting.
Right.
But what we want to see is the physical support. Like,
Right.
like you supporting on the social media, which is cool. Like, we appreciate it. Sharing,
You
know
know
what I'm saying,
the
the
likes, the
likes.
loves.
But we need to see you. Like, we got to see your face. Like, we want you to come through.
Come to the events,
Yeah.
get to the website, check out the merchandise.
And that's
it's
in the
like-
moment.us, by the way.
That us. In the moment, that us. Shameless plug.
Hey, but look, to me, that's where. And you said, and I'm hearing in y'all conversation, like there was a real fragile point to where like that communication wasn't there
Wasn't strong.
to keep everybody moving forward and on the same plane. Because it's hard to move forward if not everybody's on the same plane.
Right.
So
Right.
without that communication,
Right.
to keep y'all tied in, then people start to waver and go in different directions.
Different directions.
But
And I'm not even privy to what went down. I'm just
Right.
peeping that from listening to your conversation. So I always noticed like the older generation, which I'm lucky to be part of, is we look at that as like that was the start.
Right.
The phone,
Right.
just social media in general. Because kids don't get up. They're playing the videos. Hey, what's up, family? Playing video games. Just walked in. I don't know how many titles to give them, but Black
Renaissance
Black
man.
Man Extraordinaire.
There he is.
Butchie Farrell. What's happening, brother?
What's up, y'all?
All right, so let me get your mic together too, and but that's which one you gonna be on? Hit the green joint. Hit the green joint.
Actually, to kind of expand on a question that you asked, I think another thing that I take away from the 2 years of us going through the process is once we plug in and play, like all the other stuff just kind of it's good that we've kept that type of camaraderie and brotherhood.
There comes the
ourselves.
queen.
Because once we plug in and play, it's all good. Hey.
You weren't here for the last time they was here, right?
Ooh, the wizard.
Okay.
The wizard's in the building.
Okay. All right, so we got a full house up in here now.
Everybody sitting there.
Let me reset this
The young
real
wizard.
quick. First and foremost, we thank you for tuning in to the GoWIN radio show right here on GoGo Radio Live, Win DC Radio. All wrapped up in GoWin.media, streaming to you live on the Win DC Radio Facebook page, which we will all be sharing real soon. I see people starting to chime in. That's what's up. First and foremost, I'd like to thank once again for in the moment for coming through and previewing this brand new CD that all original material, DC born and bred brothers right here. So I see somebody learning how to work it. I mean the connection comes through, which is crazy because I've known Butchie for a while, but I've also known Damo. Matter of fact, Damo wanted his own show on GoGo Radio back when we was in the old spot. Remember? Yeah. So, and I always thought he was just too cool to do all of that. Because when you get into radio, it's about personality, putting in work, and all of that. And I was like, he's too laid back. But when I look at the work that he's put in with you all and staying with it, because when you're playing with a lot of different other bands, it's easily to be distracted and saying, I'm not worried about that right there. This over here is paying the bills. But one thing I've noticed about, because back even then you was working within the moment. Right. Matter of fact, it was just the moment at the time. And even back then, you was telling me about this, this is my own group, and you was, going to the shows and talk about it. And man, that was
Probably like 5 years ago.
5 or 6 years ago, easily. And you've been really grinding this thing out with this, man. And so I really like to commend you on that, because I've seen them come and go, and a lot of brothers are talking about they're going to work on projects, and they just don't follow through. And I feel like that's always been an issue with our black youth. As far as the older generation, working with the youth and saying, always follow through, because we can't always blame them, right? But we can't always blame them, because we part of the process as well. We may not be part of the problem, but we're part of the process, And so, in order for us to be the older generation looking back at the youth and saying, you know what, you need to tighten up right here, shorty. Let me show you where you can tighten up, right here. And put you in the right boot. Not necessarily take over the situation, because a lot of the youth always feel like, we don't know where we're not in our lane, as they say. Right. But at the same time, like we paved this for you to go in this lane.
It's true.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, we may not necessarily be in your lane, but that lane wouldn't be there if the generation before you and the generation before us wouldn't put in that work. So, a lot of times, we want to point fingers, but it takes that closed fist right there. That means coming together, for it to work.
That's true.
So enough of the preaching for today. I like to first and foremost welcome my beautiful and talented co-host, Miss Lady.
Nigga, we selling cars
In
today.
the building. Oh, you know it.
Come on.
You know it. What's up, sis? How you doing?
What's going on? I'm good. I'm good.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed this morning?
I'm good.
Or
That's
this
what you
afternoon,
wanna
I
call
should
it.
say. Yeah. Yeah, so,
Did I miss the bio? Did I miss the in the moment bio? Where's the bio?
You can do it again.
Did I miss
yeah,
it?
you know what? I apologize, because I couldn't remember if you was, and I should have resent it.
You didn't
should've
send it
resent
to
it.
me.
Yeah,
So I
they
missed
sent
the-
it. They
so I
sent
missed
it
the
the
bio.
first
Did it-
time they
did-
came.
what
You on
did
your
it have
laptop,
in-
you can go to the website right now.
I can do that.
Yeah,
I can
because that's what they made me do
In the moment.
Yeah,
Us.
they basically
In
just
the moment.
and I still made him send me something. He just, you know what he sent me? The link to the website.
Who did that?
I think who was it? You, Damo?
Probably Leroy.
I think that was
Bruce Lee.
Yeah. I was like, this Bama here, man. You know, but it's all good because at least they got one.
Did the bio mention how good go-go music?
Oh, man, I can't remember.
I'll read it.
I can't remember. Yes.
I'll read it.
Okay, so
Somebody
we-
say what?
Miss Lady gonna be she's gonna be in idle position for a minute.
I can add that.
So so let me reintroduce everybody. We gonna reset. You know what? Let's play another track off the CD.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come back. We're gonna reset everything, and then by that time, Miss Lady she be ready to put it in third gear, cause she ain't even started in first gear yet. So we gonna get going like that. Any particular track you want to play?
Well, what y'all want here?
You know which one I like.
What you want? What you want here, bud?
This was cool.
Yeah, one of these last folk.
Which one?
Is it cool? You got it?
Come.
It's cool.
Well,
Yeah, that's
Nah, I don't have that. I don't have that one.
It's cool. The first single.
Yeah, they've heard that one.
Oh, yeah, the first one, I don't know.
Yeah, you know, heard those two.
Come over.
All right, that's good.
Let's work it out.
Come
All
on.
right, you tuned into the GoWIN Radio Show.
Come on
right
over,
here.
baby.
You gotta
You
play
are
Do What You Want
listening-
again.
Huh?
Play Do What
Come
You Want
over,
again.
mama. Come on over.
Oh.
He said you play Do What You Want again. Since
Oh, you missed what you want.
play that
You missed
again,
what you want.
so some people just
Nah,
not
Now
getting
we
it.
try to
You
get we
gotta
try to give
get-
them a little flavor the whole CD.
gotta get
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
You know?
So matter of fact, we don't even have to. You know,
Wizard
while I'm
Kid.
playing that, I'm gonna ask y'all for the next track, and we're gonna.
Why don't we do this
so-
then? Why don't we just go down each song? Do it that way.
Well, I don't have everything. That's the
I
problem.
gave him like.
Nah,
Young man.
Yeah,
Young
so
man.
so we just picking
Nah,
around.
he got
right
six.
now.
He got six. He got 6 tracks.
But let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got all that.
Yeah.
He got 6
play
tracks.
again.
What's the seventh one?
I don't know. You had that already.
I don't. Oh,
Yeah, you
oh,
have
so
that
that's
right.
what it
That's
was.
what you have already.
Oh, that's why you
Yeah,
just
That's why
said.
he's in.
Okay,
Right.
all right. So we're gonna work it out then.
Yeah.
All right. So right now you get an exclusive right here on the GoWIN Radio Show
Exclusive.
from In the Moment. This right here is off the. Matter of fact, I want you to introduce it. Introduce it. Go ahead.
This is off that new album Convo. It's called Come Over. Make sure y'all go get that.
There it is.
When it feels like you're so far away, right next to me is where I wish you would stay. I miss you, wanna kiss you, babe, on your body, 'cause I know it makes you want it more. Wanna please you, I never teach you, babe. I'll do this and more with you. Come over, I want you to come over, baby. Yeah. Alright, I want you to come over, baby. Nights like this, I sit and wait by my phone. You know you're my drug, baby, and I can't leave you alone. No. You want me, so come bring me that body, babe. And don't waste no time, 'cause you know that this love is for sure. baby, I love the way you make me feel. And maybe tonight we'll get into something that's real. Hey lady, I love the way you're close to me. Tonight, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Ooh, now tonight, let the music make you feel alright. Let's get down tonight. Let the music make you feel alright. Mama, let's take a trip to the Bahamas. Mama, no drama. I wanna see what you got inside. Yeah, no need to hide. Tonight I bet you're gonna steal the show. A good man like me say no, no. Let the music make you feel alright. Let the music make you feel yeah, yeah. Let the music make you feel alright.
Let's get down.
Yeah, we back right here on the GoWIN Radio Show. That right there was In the Moment, and that track was called Let's Get Down.
Let's get down, baby.
Yeah. You know what was impressive?
Turn that on.
That should have been Let's Shake, because it make you
Let's
make you do
shake.
that.
I want to hear you
the
sing
drum
that.
like that?
I want to hear you sing that real quick.
Who's the MD?
Let's
Who's
shake.
the MD?
We all kind of wear the hat at times.
So,
Let's shake.
so particular different songs y'all do different arrangements.
Listen.
Different.
We got this guy over here.
You know what?
The
This
wizard.
guy does keep us.
The wizard.
Wizard
Wizard
Kelly.
Kel on Instagram. That's him.
That's him, the famous guy that everybody wants to.
We all
gig
have
with.
ideas. We just put them together.
I mean, creatively, does that cause a problem sometimes?
No.
Because usually, especially
Not
in
at all.
music, it should be
Not at all.
a singular kind of figurehead to that situation.
I mean, yeah,
in
that-
order
and
for it
that's
to go
probably
through,
what-
because if you got everybody coming and everybody wants to hear what they want to hear, doesn't that bring confusion sometimes?
It
Musically?
could. It
sis?
could. Oh yeah.
You don't think so?
Nah,
It doesn't-
If
I
everybody
mean,
on the
you
same page, I mean, you know
That's-
what I'm saying?
yeah, but-
everybody has the same agenda, the same goal. You know, I don't think. I mean, me personally.
He hears stuff that nobody else can hear. He hears stuff that
Right.
nobody else can. Like it's same with each of us. It's like a good way to make sure you cover all bases, because we don't want to just be thinking one way. We got 4 brains. We're going to use all 4 of them. If you got an idea, let's put that idea to use. Sometimes, actually, I think it's a few of these songs where it took all of our ideas to make it a collective what it is now. So, I mean, yeah, I
That's
think
very
we're
trusting.
all MD.
I was about to say, it's trust. When you
Yeah.
trust your mob,
That's very
not
true.
tripping.
Yeah, that's
We just get together and
Yeah.
what we do, we call it share. We just get together
Yep.
and we create.
put something together.
You know,
I mean, you hear that a lot, you know, but at the end of the day, for the end product, it's always a battle. You know, it seems like a creative differences, as they say. You know, y'all don't never get that.
Of course, always. But
Okay.
that's what helped.
You all right, bruh? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Because you walked in
he
kind
like,
of slow.
I'm gonna need a ride.
Yeah.
Hey,
You walked in kind of slow, boy, like that.
Yeah.
Nah,
That
but-
mile,
I told
that
y'all-
green mile walk.
I told y'all how this over.
handicap.
Yeah,
But what I would say is being able to take constructive criticism. If you can't take constructive criticism, it's not gonna work. Like,
especially in this industry.
yeah,
we be leaning on each other like, nah, bro, that joint, it don't sound right. You need to go feel like, and then, I mean, even if one of us gets upset after a while, hey, I gotta do this for the better of the band, and this part they don't like it. I gotta fix it.
So is it 4 of y'all that's at the helm of this whole thing?
Yes, this is the
Okay,
plan.
so let's, like I said it before we went to break, let's reset this real quick because we got different people here. So let's reintroduce everybody and let's start like how we started before.
I'm Dave Laveau, vocalist, keys.
J-Mo, 88, art, bass, graphics.
Butchie Farrell, Uncle Butchie, manager.
Kel, lead guitars.
Young Man Lee, Damo, drummer.
And this over here is Miss Lady.
Hi, and who are you?
I'm just a man sitting in the cut. I'm Nico the Go-Gologist, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in to this exclusive CD listening party from In the Moment. So we're talking about, you know, what it takes to put together a project of this. And the reason why I asked for us who's the MD earlier is because I was just listening to the arrangements of the music, and they sound it's a different complexity to them, from track to track. And so I guess it makes a lot of sense when you say, everybody has their own input, so it's not one track sounds like the other.
Right.
They all like come from their own different direction.
Right.
So I guess you attribute that to far as the fact that it's 4. So are you the 4 that's the front of the band?
Yes,
right
sir.
here?
And I mean, even on the album, we've got like a lot of collabs and different little features, like Lovey J, Sean Davey. We got June Ross on there helping us out with a lot of productions.
Brandon brought up.
Brandon, that guy is phenomenal. Seriously.
What's he do?
Holiday.
Keys. He played with G Swag. Used to play with him.
Yes, Brandon is the man for sure. And I mean, just like people that always helped us out, even cats like Pete Chapman. For sure, Pete Chapman, man, he helped us start. He helped us get.
Who's that?
Peter Chapman.
Mm-hmm.
He plays keys.
Who he played with?
Well, he's got his own Hungry Boy production company. They gave us a lot of resources to help start out at first. So it's like just a lot of different things that help come together and collab to get to the album.
Within that process of the 2-year process we was talking about.
Right.
And that's so prior to that, you had the album hadn't been started at all.
No, we had like some ideas. Like we put up one of our ideas up on SoundCloud called Fast Lane. I put up like older clips with Lovey J singing, stuff like that. People ain't really pay too much attention to it, but it's there.
Right.
And Lovey's phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah.
She be singing.
And right.
She sings down. Got the power of the pen for sure.
So, well, no, you know what? Before I get to you, Butchie, and bring in your aspect and what you bring to the table, I want to go where we was at when we was off air, and Miss Lady had a question for the band that she would like to ask, because we asked this of a lot of artists that come through here that kind of straddle the fence, as they say, as far as musicians that come from or rooted from the DC area, that make their living from time to time, if not full time, from the go-go scene, and she look at things a little bit more closer to home than the way some others may. Go ahead, sis.
So I just want to read the bio for all the guys who
Okay.
haven't went to inthemoment.us. So In the Moment is a 4-member group based out of the Washington, D.C. area. The group formed in winter of 2012 and has since then released 2 hot singles and have grown in sound and chemistry. The group chose the name In the Moment because of how their music makes consumers feel at the moment or in the moment. At any time, you could be in the moment, in that moment of peace, and let the music take control. They are determined to release positive vibes into the atmosphere through music which consumers and fans have described as timeless music. The group's music caters to music lovers all over the world, creating songs and music to uplift, motivate, and vibe out to. The Moment generates positive energy, both on and off stage, with their soulful sounds crossing genres between neo-soul, funk, and R&B, to create a wave they called neo funk. Oh, that was awesome. That was
well
written.
Well,
Well written.
who do we attribute that
Good
to?
job, Leroy.
A lot of good name drops in there.
Thank you.
That's a Leroy over there.
Thank you.
He wrote
In the
that.
moment of the moment.
So,
So,
that's,
but-
that you
At the
wrote all of
moment.
that?
You wrote it?
At the moment.
Really? That's a good
Hey, why you
job.
sound so surprised?
No, I mean, for real, you did?
I don't believe it.
Nah, it was well written, but
Short,
that
straight to the
that-
point.
you know what? That's what make it even more foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
you
you
wrote-
all the way out of you all the way out of bounds.
Yeah, that you
What,
wrote.
what did that do?
All right, so go ahead.
So my issue is, and with a lot of, just like you said, with a lot of artists that come through, that not only, just like make their living through go-go, or not fully, but sometimes, but it's just heart-wrenching that I know you and you wrote this and you failed to mention go-go music. I mean, you would mention R&B, funk, soul, but you didn't mention it. Not to say that you have to play go-go music or you have to play funk or all soul, but you mentioned these other genres. But the city that you live in, the city that that's grooming you, you failed to mention their own music.
Well, I wasn't mentioning those genres to point out the genre. I was mentioning it to the sound that we've come up with.
Okay, so there's no go-go sound in any of your music.
Not really. Not
Okay.
really. Not yet, I would say.
Yeah, there we
Like,
go.
we all
Now, yeah.
started in go-go though. Shout out XIB.
But you,
know
it-
what I'm saying?
It's not saying we.
I'm-
You know,
I mean,
Can
to
I-
me,
it's minus
I mean,
one.
to me, whether you play it or not, it's a love for it, and it's gonna transpire into your music at some point in time.
We talk about it all the
It's
time.
what
Well,
I
I can say just this. I mean, when you're, it's kind of hard to do that when you're making sure that you're trying to make the lines not like blur. So it's like I'm already in a go-go band pushing that, what I'm saying, helping push that venue, like helping promote, and I'm already actively putting the word out about go-go, how much I love it. I mean, I played for New Impressions recently, gang, but
So
it's
wait
it's
a
like
minute.
because I mean and that's what I'm saying. Like you're in a go-go band, so it's like you kind of don't want it to. You don't want the lines to blur.
So you saying like a gospel singer that's singing secular music now? You saying you would not say I have a gospel background?
Yeah.
But you singing secular music, you making your money doing secular music.
Like
but you're not saying
Fantasia
you don't
always says that.
Well,
She
that's
always says
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I wasn't
I'm in the
mentioning
church.
it as in like the how you saying that I'm not mentioning it like that. We were
no,
just
she's saying like, why wasn't it mentioned at all?
No, what I'm saying is because you say.
Are you
the
ashamed
soulful
of it?
Are you ashamed?
No.
But what I'm saying is, there is no way that you're gonna tell me that a beat you play in the club is not gonna transpire. I mean, you're talented. I'm not saying that you're gonna take this beat and take. I mean, Congo players do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, there is no way that your music. There's no way somebody from New Orleans is going to say, if they're coming from a Zydeco background, and they're not going to be like, well, you know what I'm saying? Listen, Zydeco all the way, but I'm trying this Calypso thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It transpires into it. Like I just don't understand. I probably would never understand.
Let me break it down for a second. I'm gonna address this issue, and I'm gonna get a little deeper with this for a minute.
Go deep.
For those of you listening in, this is the manager, Mr. Butchie Farrell.
Go-go music is in all of our roots. I mean, we got to keep it 100. I'm a promoter. I played in go-go bands. I managed go-go bands, and these guys, it's like they just said, they've been in go-go bands too. But one thing I've been trying to get a lot of the go-go band members to understand is that you are musicians. A lot of people don't understand that you're musicians. When a lot of these artists that come outside the Beltway to come play in some of these venues, guess who they look for? They look for go-go band players to play in their bands, to cover their bands. You have guys like Kenny Lattimore, Johnny Gill, who are from this area that don't mention go-go at all when they go out to the side of the Beltway and they play their music, but they still understand where they come from. I don't want you guys to get it twisted. They don't forget where they came from. We all had this conversation before. But I told them, This is a neo-funk brand that we're trying to brand now. This is a image that we're trying to brand. It's no disrespect to the go-go community. People know I love go-go. I love go-go to the heart and soul. And
You
people
mentioned
know,
R&B. You mentioned R&B.
We mentioned
soul.
R&B, but like I said, we're going a different avenue with this neo-soul funk. This is something new that we're creating. And I just got to keep people understand this. I mean, we can always agree to disagree, but like I told us, Secret Society, people always want to label them as a go-go band. Brian Mills will tell you, we're not a go-go band.
They're not a go-go band.
Right. In the moment, they're not a go-go band.
Not a go-go band.
But guess what? They do play go-go music, and they do play in go-go bands. This is a new avenue and a new lane that we're trying to reach. And like let me finish. And like I explained to a lot of people before, with go-go bands, one of the reasons why go-go bands aren't where they are today is because then there's no originality. When I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, bands, you could walk in the Atlas Club, know who's playing without even seeing who they's playing or who's playing on stage. Nowadays, every band I hear is playing a cover song. Cover songs are good, don't get me wrong, but why not be original?
Where that original?
Where's the originality at? You know, we can go in the studio right now and drop 5 original go-go CDs right now or songs, but we don't want to do that. We want to brand neo-funk. Michelle Blackwell, we had a conversation 2 years ago at Outback Steakhouse. I told Michelle, stop playing cover songs. You have original music. Put it on tape. Put it on wax. Put it on CD. Put it out right now. If they don't like it, they're going to love it sooner or later. Guess what? She has the #1 song right now in rotation on mainstream radio. Not just here in D.C. In Chicago, North Carolina, all over. Because you know what she did? She took what go-go was and made it original, man. She brought back what go-go should be. And I challenged all the go-go bands. I had to talk with Big Tony. I had to talk with Andre White
It's a cover.
It's a cover, but have you heard her whole CD yet?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
I believe-
right.
No,
so,
I'm just saying,
so you
but
know
what
that
you're-
most of the songs, all the songs are
But
go-go.
what you're saying is you're taking the #1 song, which is it's a cover.
No, I took one of the songs that's being
but
played
you're
down
talking
in
about
rotation.
the #1 song that's being played in rotation, which is a cover.
Right, but her whole CD is go-go because that's what she knows. That's her brand. She loves that. But guess what? She's building original go-go. I challenge all the bands to do that. I don't even go to most of the clubs anymore because you know what? You got 3 bands on stage playing the same thing. It don't make sense to me. And we as consumers, we gotta ask more about bands. Hey, why not play something original? I was just in Miami. Give a prime example. I'm not gonna stop too long about this. Black Passion down in Miami. Black Alley down in Miami. Played about 5 original songs. Everybody loved it. And then they came back with some covers. All I'm saying is just blend it. Go back to your roots. Go back to what makes go-go work for us. That's all I'm saying. We love go-go. So the bio right there you see, it's all about in the moment, the brand, neo-funk. We're trying to build something new here. That's all I'm saying.
Build something new by leaving the
No,
heart of it
nobody
out.
never said leaving anything. Nobody never said
Look,
leaving
I,
anything.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
I think was kind of misunderstood in Miss Lady's question, and this is she usually backing me up on this. Usually I'm the one that's being misunderstood, but I think what's being misunderstood is what she's saying is not to describe the band.
Right.
We understand that you're trying to brand yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, we're not putting no excursions against you at all. What we're saying is, just like I used the example, if I am a former gospel singer, i.e. Whitney Houston, but I make my money selling secular music, why can't I just attribute to how I came up?
Okay.
To the love
So
that I
just
had.
mention
But
it.
that's
So
all.
it's-
But
But
honestly,
we're not saying
so
play-
basically-
we're not
I feel
saying
like
this
that's
is who we are.
I feel like that's a timing question though,
that's a-
because we haven't. I mean, if we was on Vlad TV or you know what I'm saying, like something like a really really big stage.
Somebody asked
then
you the question.
you asked me that. I'm telling you
Yeah.
where
I
this
hear
came
you
from.
on that.
But
Yeah,
I
I
mean, I'm
think-
still right
But let me
there.
finish. Let me
You know what I'm
finish.
saying?
Let me
I'm
take.
off of 202.
But let me tell you where that come from.
I'm
Let me tell you where it come
pushing
from.
it.
And Butchie, I know you can understand this. Through our history of go-go, all right, that we all grew up and known and loved, and you made the perfect example. Those who usually make it outside of this area never show any love.
That's true.
To where they
That's true.
came. We grew up partying.
Yeah.
But nobody ever talk about it.
That's
so why? Are you ashamed of it? That's all I'm at. Oh, that's all we
Well,
ask.
I don't think.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, it's not about being ashamed.
No, not you.
Well,
per
no,
se.
not you.
Not
I'm
you
just
per
saying,
se.
just with
But
people.
it
Those
looks
are
that
for
way.
the masses.
It just looks
We
that
don't
way.
want you taking
I've
it
always
personal.
heard-
We just want to see why can't we just
Because we see it a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
you would be
yeah,
amazed.
right.
We see it a lot.
Okay, let me ask y'all this. Let me
But
ask y'all
he
this.
never mentioned of it
Let me
himself.
ask y'all
Yeah.
this. Can I
National
ask?
artists
Can I ask y'all
don't-
this?
don't say nothing
Is
about it.
Go-Go in the best place right now as a market? Is the Go-Go market in the best place
You're
right
making
now
my point
for
for me.
you
Right.
to?
You
No, I'm
make-
saying for you to be boastful.
Why
No,
not?
it's not
And-
being boastful because what it is when people.
No,
are
I mean like in the brand.
You're making my point for me. When people are in the position, known people are in the position to show it some love, they don't.
They don't.
So it doesn't show a pretty light to it because all you know is what the particular.
But would you
media
invite people
puts out about
if
it.
you didn't clean up? Are you going to invite people to your house if your house not clean?
It's
What-
a genre.
that's what I'm saying, like-
but do you
No,
talk
I'm
about
saying,
the
like,
events
if
that
you-
happen
We're
at the
not, we're
Go-Go?
not telling you to invite the people into the house. We're just saying that's my house
Well-
over there.
Oh,
Well, I-
You know,
well,
I grew up in that
I see
neighborhood
what
over
you're saying.
there.
I see what
You know what I'm
Makes
saying?
sense.
I'm not saying come on
Okay.
over, we got grits
It's
and
like
gravy.
it's kind of like you saying where somebody made it, they don't go back to their community or
Right.
something like that.
True,
and,
true.
And we,
It's
we
the
haven't
exact
even
same
made it
thing.
yet till we
No,
got
we-
to that
we're
level.
not
Right,
even
right. No,
saying-
we just posed
But no,
the
I know.
question,
I get.
which
I
we
get,
asked
I get what y'all
everybody.
saying.
I mean-
Well,
We
that's
asked
why I
everybody
wanted to
that.
be clear what I was stating.
We
Right.
definitely
Right.
not saying that, but what we saying, I just see it every time, every time. So I mean, shout out to Wale because when he got
I
on
was
stage,
about
and got
to
his
say,
award, he was like,
Oh, yeah.
"Rest in peace, Chuck Brown." Shout out to Chuck Brown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
And he's the exception
yeah,
to the
you know
rule.
what I'm saying? So,
So-
I'm
so-
just.
So I
He's
guess
the
it's,
soul-
I
he's
guess
the
it's,
sole exception.
I guess it's safe to say that we will just apologize for not
No,
mentioning.
no, we don't
I mean, because
want to do
the
that.
only
No.
thing that happened
We
is
don't
we
want
just
you to do
we
that.
just
He
did-
wrote it.
I know, but just take it as a thing that he was,
Damo is sorry.
at the
though.
time.
Y'all just co-signed.
At the
Basically,
time,
he just blaming Damo for this
no,
whole
no, 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 no. I
Young
mean,
man leave.
Y'all ride shotgun. You know what I'm saying?
just take it as at the time we was excited about what we was doing, and we just
No, but
didn't
it's
mention
just-
it. You know,
it's just-
it's not like we never gonna
But
mention
that's
it
the thing,
though.
she's
Well,
not,
I
she's
mean-
not even really talking
No,
about.
I'm not even just.
I
I mean, I just
general.
see
Right.
it, and I
It's
just
just
feel
general.
like like it is with Black Alley, with Camise Band that came in,
They said they
Inspired
want an
Soul,
in the
that was
moment
new.
go-go
It's just
track.
nobody ever mentions, and it's not saying that you
Let's
gotta
get
be
down.
constituted
No,
as a
yeah.
go-go band.
'Cause-
But and everybody always says that, but we're not a go-go band, and I said I understand that, but you mention all these other genres of music.
Why leave out
Why
go-go?
leave out go-go?
Oh,
it's
I
a genre.
I got what you're saying on
That's
that
it.
one.
We're
But I
not
was just
saying,
like
you know.
Dave said though, where's the state of go-go right now? And that's the question you got to ask. And I challenge all the band members.
I don't
want
want to put you onto a market that ain't. Just
Well,
like
it's not that.
Well-
Well, it's not that. It's not that.
You just need originals,
Like-
man.
like I was
No.
saying, it's not-
Where the originals at?
We are the
It's not-
originals. I mean, growing up, like I said, I used to love bands like.
No,
and
no.
I'm
Let me ask you a question though.
It's a good
You said
discussion.
where is go-go at right now?
Where's the state of go-go right
It's
now?
Like the
probably
market-
in the,
the
best
market.
it's been in a long time for the simple fact
It's
that
getting better, I
No,
won't lie.
let me tell you why. For the
'Cause of the
simple
Michelles
fact,
and stuff like
because you have money being infused into it now that has never been done before from the outside,
Yeah.
and we're talking about the capital city.
Yeah,
go-go.
what you
Capital City
said from the
go-go.
And
outside.
let me tell you something that brings a whole different
Yeah.
perspective on the music now. And if I'm trying to be a national act, then
I'll
that
ride
would
that
be
too.
that's nothing wrong with attributing my background that came from something that's actually being shown a nice beacon of light to it, because it's been always back in the past. It's always been muddied down. You know, go-go's that that grimy, gritty.
So,
you know,
so
in
that,
the
that's
city
what.
music.
But that's a problem,
you know.
though. I think that's a problem. So when
It's a problem.
when
There's been shown
no,
a pretty light on it now.
No. What I'm saying is when
That's
the
my point, though.
resources of go-go were putting out to make go-go what it is, it was revered a certain way. But now that outside money is coming in, now it's being pretty.
Yeah,
I don't
people
like
starting
that.
to put more
I don't
resources
like
on
that.
it.
You don't like
How come?
it.
How come?
You don't like it.
How
but
come
it's
it
a
couldn't?
fact.
I'm not.
What I don't. What I haven't.
So
liked-
Polo and them doing the CFEs and it being real packed, that wasn't good for the
No,
culture.
That's not what I'm saying.
It was
My-
good.
my-
It was
my
good.
point-
It was-
my
it was
point is-
booming.
booming.
The masses.
No,
They were putting. They
you
were
forget. You
It's in a
forget what
different
this.
light.
You forget what this stems from. It stems from the point of you want to be aligned with something that looks good, not grimy. All right. And so what I'm saying is now somebody's putting some money in it to put a facelift on it. Now you don't want to align yourself with it. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I'm not talking about what Polo and them did because we know that's what built it up to where it should be at. You know
Why,
what I'm saying?
how come that couldn't be viewed as beautiful?
Because timing is everything in life, brother.
But I'm saying that's self-made. That's the American
no
dream.
doubt.
Putting
And
your
that's
own
their
dollars
slogan.
into it and getting.
That's
But it's
their
not
slogan.
nationally made.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody
But
in New Orleans is not going
That's
to
my thing.
hear about
You're
that.
saying nationally made as far as go-go. Maybe we need to talk more about that. Why hasn't go-go broken outside the Beltway?
I mean, you
I'ma
answered
tell
your own
you.
question.
I think it-
no,
I think
there's
it's
no
a whole-
originality.
I'm
Every time I'm in a different state,
Yeah.
every time I'm in a different state and I play go-go, they go,
What is that?
what is
I love
this?
that,
And the only reason why they say that is because it's
Covers.
somebody else's song, and then you just hear a beat behind it. They don't be wanting to hear that. Just to be real, DMV, like, they don't.
Everywhere I go, they love it.
And every
When I
and
lived
every,
in Denver, they loved it.
and every
I don't know.
concert I've
But
done
what were you-
outside
were you
the
playing
Beltway,
bounce beat?
they only know 3 songs: "In the Butt."
See, and that's
Right.
but that's
Sonic,
another
and that's
that's
another
another
thing,
that's
yeah.
another
You know-
thing. That's another thing. What's wrong with go? The older generation doesn't even accept the evolving.
Not that I don't
of
accept
go.
it, I just don't listen to it.
Why
That's
not?
what why not?
Because it's not my flow.
That's-
Wait a
She-
minute. Wait a
she-
minute. Wait a
It's
minute.
not my flow.
One
It's not
thing that
about
you
bounce
haven't
beat.
tuned into
Yeah.
our show.
Yeah.
Where is go-go evolving at right now?
Bounce beat is
Has frozen because it
because there's
The-
no push from the.
no
No, the beat of it is-
no.
I love
The
it. I
older
love music,
generation
but I
can't
just don't
push
like
bounce
the
beat because the
verbiage.
older generation doesn't understand bounce
pussy,
beat.
fucking
So,
pussy.
so
I mean,
out of the younger
y'all was
generation,
doing the Humpty Hump
what
on
is
the
the
pocket
young-
beat.
Pussy,
what is the
fuck,
youngest
fuck,
bounce
fuck.
beat band that you know?
The youngest.
Yes.
I know of this band named Ambition. They're very new.
Oh, we had them in
They're-
here. Yes.
They sound good.
Yes,
tryna
they do.
shit.
I
They
like
tryna
it.
be
But what I'm
like
saying
Carlos,
is-
too.
What my point is, and Butchie can tell you this.
Youngest?
When we was kids, it was young bands coming up all day, every day. 13, 14 years old, you know.
It was better to be
look
in a
youngest.
band in high school than to be on the football team.
Right.
Like,
But what I'm
music
saying
band,
is,
you
there's
feel me?
nothing coming behind it. So you're talking about it
No
evolving.
youngest, yeah, not really
We have to
youngest.
take care of what we have right here, right now, in order for it to be cool for the youngins to say, "Oh, let me get involved with that." In order for it to evolve, because in order for the youngest to like it, it's got to be making money. It's got to be making money. If they don't see it making money, if they don't see it in the video, if they don't see that visual that attracts them, they looking at
Do you
something
think?
else.
Do you think if go-go band started doing original music, do you think the crowds would go down or go up?
They don't
That-
know.
And I think we'll
there
never
are
know
Bands,
yet
no,
because-
there are bands that play original music.
Rest,
I think they need to.
He
like,
was part of a band that
as
did
in-
it all the
What I'm
time.
talking
think-
about, that's going to
but
appeal
I
to
think
like
what I-
Still are.
the
but I
younger
talk-
crowd
but I-
that's going to still come out. I'm talking about to the crowd that's still going to come out, not the people that's just going to listen
He's
to it.
part of a
Yeah.
band that does it all the time. That's your
But
answer
that's
right there,
they
right
are
next to you.
they are not a bounce beat band though. That's from
We're not
the
saying
previous.
that. I'm answering his question.
Okay.
Go ahead, dumb up.
I don't like to keep repeating myself.
Right.
I'm talking over. Like, can y'all shut up? Jeez.
Go ahead, dog.
Like, I don't feel like, because y'all been talking the whole time. I don't feel like,
It was left out.
that I don't feel like Go-Go hasn't went national because Trouble Funk went overseas. I wouldn't have went to Team Familiar overseas. Backyard wouldn't have went. Black Alley going. Like, for Go-Go, and it's Go-Go bands in Texas. It's Go-Go bands in North Carolina. It's Go-Go bands in ATL. It's like, I think Go-Go needs to, one, tour and stop. You know what I'm saying? You have to tour.
Right.
You have to go, whether it's East Coast, New York, and down, or wherever. Like, Essence went to New York and played Go-Go. Go play Go-Go. Like, but you have to have. You can't just go up there and just. I wouldn't suggest going up there and just being the cover band.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying? Like, anywhere. Like, you have to have at least an original single out that's hot, or at least have it in your arsenal to pull it out. Original, period. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just it. Like, I think Go can go way far. It's Sean Martin. He's a part of Snarky Puppy. He has a Go-Go band.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mr. John, I told you about.
Snoop, everybody, they got go, they love Go-Go. So it's like the only reason, like I was saying before, I was mentioning, my personal opinion, I was straight away from the, like you were saying, try not to blend the two, because I feel like for me personally that if I post a Go-Go clip today, 5,000 views tomorrow. If I post a picture of us or a video of us, 200 views tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and I, that's why I don't really post it like that no more, because I feel like people don't appreciate the other stuff that I do. Like before I got heavy in go-go, everybody was like, "Oh, he a church, he a gospel drummer, he can't play go-go."
Yeah.
When I got in go-go, everybody like, you know, he a church drummer, you can't play this. But when I showed them what I could do, like it's like, you know, even church people now feel like I can't play church music, and that's what I grew up under. That's how I learned how to play drums. Like, but this is something totally different from all of that. So I'm just like I'm over that. Like, I do it. I still play in church. I still play go-go, but there's something new. I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I want to win Grammys.
And you know what I love about that? That's that youth I'm missing right now in the DC metropolitan, especially in go-go. That vigor. He talking about, I want something new. I want something fresh. We don't have that in the go-go situation right now. That's what's hurting go-go.
We
But you know
actually
what?
do, but the powers that may be kind of shut things down.
Well, again, like I said
I'm
before.
sorry. She got the political side.
Well,
It's
and we know in PG County, we know there's that CB 18 law that has shut everything down as far as go-go music is concerned. And DC is actually starting to embrace go-go like we used to back in the day. And just going back to what I was saying, we love go-go. Please don't get that twisted. I just think
we know y'all
right,
do.
and we're music. I mean, but
that was the issue.
Right.
We know this cat
right.
loves go-go,
and a lot of the,
so that's
but a
why
lot
she
of the
said what she
band
said.
members are musicians. And my only thing I tell a lot of the go-go bands when they come talk to me is just be creative, be original, go in that studio, put something out that somebody want to hear. I remember, you know, I always go back to, you know, talking to different band members when I was talking to Dwayne Nutt and Muhammad when they was managing the mix band, and I was doing Wednesday nights down at Ibiza. First guy to put go-go in Ibiza on Wednesday night went down in the owner Essence, Listen Band, and Belladonna. And it was so funny, man. The mix band came to me and they said, "Hey, we want to play on this stage." And I said, "I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I really don't know who y'all are." I said, "But do me a favor. Go in the studio, put out a hot single, and I guarantee you, man, y'all be the baddest band coming out." They went in there and did something called the Cookout. Yeah. Next thing you know, they was playing 7 nights a week. And my thing is that I just want to challenge more bands to say, listen, play some original stuff. You know, force the people to love what you're trying to do. Don't go and say, okay, we're going to do a cover because it's what the people want. Why don't you give the people what they need? And that's why I tell some of the people, too, if you keep going to these bands and these shows 5-6 days a week hearing the same thing, of course they're going to give you the same thing. Why not switch it up? I love back in the day, man, when I used to go to the Atlas and I used to go to the Cherries and these nightclubs, and you know, I saw the bands, the Keystone,
I
the
don't know
Pepworms.
none of these bands.
Right, because and they was all original, Mass Extension. See, you know, I'm from a different genre. You know, we go in there, we knew how our band was. We came to see our band, and each week they gave you something different. And that's all I'm saying. Be original. You know, go in the studio, put out something. And then maybe somebody like the Live Nation, the AIG, and say, hey, we may be able to put a tour with this go-go thing like they did with the Parliament and the Funkadelics. Nobody couldn't understand that music back then. But people heard it, they gravitated towards it. Next thing you know, funk was the biggest thing coming out. Just like rock and roll. Remember how people couldn't understand rock and roll? They were like, what the hell is this rock and roll? I can't cuss, right?
No.
Okay. What is this rock and roll stuff, man? Next thing you know, rock and roll was just taking over. That's all. So our thing is that we're just creating a new movement with the neo-funk thing.
And make sure y'all go get that album entitled Convo,
Volume
In the Moment
1.
That Us,
But-
Neo-Funk.
but
Get
with
your
the
first
go-go-
little
Y'all
dose of
some more time?
Neo-Funk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
with the go-go
We're gonna go to break. We're gonna come back, and you know, we can reset this because I you know,
I
you
wanna
told
hear
me
all
an hour,
goodness.
so I know what we had right here. So if y'all got some more time, we're gonna
got
come
time.
back because this is a
we gotta
hot
hear
button
from Wiz.
topic.
Yeah, because I can go on and on.
Yeah, this is a hot button topic.
I done looked up neo funk and new funk, and they still mention all genres of music. Can't leave nothing out.
So keep it locked right here on the GoWin Radio Show, right here on GoGo Radio Live, Win DC Radio. All wrapped up with GoWin.media, coming to you live from the shops at Iverson. We got In the Moment in the building.
What do you want from life? Success, happiness, money, fulfillment? Here's your chance to create all that and more with a new career in cosmetology and professional barbering. Hair Academy 2 is an education program designed to teach you all you need to know to succeed in the wide-open beauty industry career field. Hair Academy 2 is located in the shops at Iverson, 3705 Branch Avenue, Suite 1010, lower level, Hillcrest Heights, Maryland. Our school prides itself on honesty, integrity, and service to our students and customers. While you're learning the skills professionals needed to succeed, you'll be serving the community by providing them with quality services, offering senior discounts weekly on our clinic floor, and our barbershop is running free hair specials when presented with flyer. For more information, contact Minta Campbell in the admissions office at 301-899-9100, Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Create your success story with an exciting career in cosmetology and professional barbering at Hair Academy 2. Classes are filling up fast, so call today, 301-899-9100.
Pastor of Community of Hope AME Church, lower level of the Iverson Mall, and I want to welcome you and tell you to come and join me, Community of Hope, each and every Sunday morning, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon. That's right, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 noon, lower level of the Iverson Mall. We say it every Sunday that we're the Community of Hope, where everybody has a chance. And we don't care who you are, what you've done, who you did it with. Don't care if you did it last night, woke up doing it this morning, but when you get to church, you're in the right place at the right time to become all that God has called you to become. Don't you worry about getting out your best suit. You come as you are, because God loves you just as you are. That's Community of Hope AME Church, lower level of the Iverson Mall. And did I tell you we got that crank? You need to get some further information or to watch us streaming online, www.hiphopenation.com, www.hiphopenation.com. This your man, Reverend Tony Lees and them. All right, I'll holler, and I'll see you there.
They're coming from Chicago, Detroit, New York, Baltimore, Atlanta, Jersey, and the Carolinas. From West Coast to East Coast, it's the Summer Spirit Festival.
August 4th and 5th at Merriweather Post Pavilion. Starting August 4th is Erykah Badu.
The legendary Nas, Method Man, Redman,
Rhapsody, Lion Baby, The Loud, Only People, and Brian J. On Sunday, we got the best from the East, The Roots. The Roots. The best from the West, Anderson .Paak and the Free Nationals. Just added a backyard band. DC's own Raheem DeVaughn, Masego, Daniel Caesar, Lizzo, Miss Kim and Scooby. Also DJ Quicksilver.
The music, the food, the Busy Bee Marketplace.
The Summer Spirit Festival.
Get tickets at the box office and ticketfly.com. The whole country is coming together in D.C. for the biggest summer party ever.
The Summer Spirit Festival at Merriweather Post Pavilion.
It's not just another concert, but an event from CD Enterprises.
Hey man, it's your main man, DJ Batman, coming to you live from GoGo Radio Live. Right here, each and every Friday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tune in and turn up for my rush hour party. Let's get the weekend started together. Y'all ready to party? Y'all know how I get down, man. It's the one and only DJ Batman. You know what I'm saying? It's showtime.
This is Hot Toddy with the Foreplay Eargasm Show each and every Tuesday night from 8 to 10, bringing you the sexy slow jams with very adult interactive conversation only on WIN DC Radio.
Tricky Entertainment presents the 12th annual Summer Breeze, featuring Grammy-nominated Marsha Ambrosius at Nationals Park, Saturday, August 11th. Also performing Black Alley, the dynamic duo, and Michelle Blackwell. Get your red carpet ready attire for the hottest show this summer. The 12th annual Summer Breeze featuring Marsha Ambrosius, Saturday, August 11th at Nationals Park. Gates open at 7 p.m. Purchase tickets online at universe.com/Summer Breeze. That's universe.com/Summer Breeze. DC Lottery is giving away $10,000 in gift cards, so early arrival is strongly encouraged. The 12th annual Summer Breeze, featuring Marsha Ambrosius, Black Alley, the dynamic duo, and Michelle Blackwell. Enjoy myself, enjoy myself, enjoy myself for me. Saturday, August 11th at Nationals Park. Sponsored by Tricky Entertainment and DC Lottery. Get tickets now.
The Marlton Golf Club presents Sip Life. Sip Life. The most anticipated inside and outside extravaganza. Saturday, August 18th from 5 to 10 p.m. For the first time since the early 2000s. Former Subtle Thoughts legends Gene Pratt, Walker Reds, Camise the Songbird, Day-Day, Tia Lee, Kendra, and Taj Mahal returning to share the same stage. And at the same time with the Walker Reds Project and Brian Mills. United invited for a one-time special performance. Also, DJ Stormin' Norman with the Boomin' System will be on the ones and twos. This event is for the cool people who want elegant events with an elegant setting as we celebrate the birth of Martin at the Marlton Golf Club, 9413 Midland Turn, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Lawn chairs are welcomed and heels friendly. Get your tickets now at Sip Life on Eventbrite.com or call 301-971-2744. That's 301-971-2744. The Marlton Golf Club presents Sip Life. Don't miss it.
reaching for the stars at times seems so hard. At your fingertips, yet it's still so far. We've come such a long way from where we used to be. What we're doing here, it's not the usually. People always told us what they thought we'd be. Now we're stepping away from captivity. People always told us what they thought we'd say. And we'd say, touche, touche. They had a point, but they're not on point. And we say touche, touche. Making it is our only choice. Living out our dreams by any means. It's not as easy as it may seem. There's power struggles, broken promises. It's now or never, no more time to waste. All hands on deck, 'cause we're on the way. No turning back, none away. People always told us what they thought we'd say. And we say, oh, we say, touche. Cause I'm so caught up living in the moment. Touche. Now y'all are rocking with the moment. Touche. I'm so caught up living in the moment. Touche. Now y'all are rocking with the moment. No. Touche. I'm so caught up living in the moment. No. Touche. Now y'all are rocking with the moment. Touche, I'm so caught up living in the moment. No, touche. Now you're rocking with the moment. Touche.
We are back live on the GoWIN Radio Show right here on GoGo Radio Live. Win DC Radio, all wrapped up in GoWin.media. Coming to you live from the shops at Iverson, and we are here with an exclusive CD listening session with In the Moment.
Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
What is touche mean?
It's like an aha moment,
Yeah,
like a oh, okay. Like
Touche.
a one up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was actually our first song we ever wrote ever.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I'm not sure what was written beforehand.
That was your first song, yeah.
That was the first joint we did.
Because you came into the group later on.
Right.
So, what I mentioned earlier, and I don't want to, kind of gloss over the situation. The arrangement in the songs.
It's grown up.
Yeah, it's big. Well, one thing Coop used to say when he was here is, he wanted to hear his band on some big boy status.
Yeah, grown up.
And that's what I be hearing. I be hearing some Vegas type of ish right here. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all trying to put on, like the right money behind them, Butchie. You know what I'm saying? No, I mean Butchie would because you work with a lot of national artists.
Uncle
So
Butchie.
if they impressed you, then it must be some heavy ish.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was truly impressed. I think we had this conversation about a year ago. We all went over to OTI and we all had a conversation, and we were just talking about the whole band in general and didn't want to be, managed. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't manage no band. I could manage money, but can't manage people. But they was like, nah, you gotta come check us out, tell us what you think. And when they played the music for me, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is some
So it's
great
been about a
music.
year?
It's been probably about a year since we had that meet.
Okay.
And after that, we have our group chats. We talk a lot. We get on the phone a lot. I think me and this guy, we talk just about every day. And then we just started to do more engaging. I was like, let's come up with a game plan. Where do we see ourselves in the next 5 years? So that's what we started to do. We started to talking about marketing, promotion, the CD, where we need to go, people we need to talk to, and it's all finally coming together, man, through the grace of God.
I mean, it's a great segue. Hey, Kels, we coming to you. But since you, but since you said that, and you are the management side of things, what is the marketing plan for In the Moment? What do y'all have coming up? Because obviously that is what's going to drive the CD sales, and you know, and we talked about it as well as, you know, you got to have product out there in order for you to travel. With something that Damo tapped on just a little bit earlier. But marketing wise, what do y'all have coming up?
Well, right now, of course, the CD is out today, so we're definitely pushing the CD as hard as we can. We're encouraging everybody to go out to buy the CD. It's a really great CD. We're working on videos right now for, I think, 4 of the songs right now. So a lot of people, you know, are more visual than anything. So we're working on the videos right now to get the videos out for, I believe, Touche's. What's the other one? Closer. No. What was the? It's Cool. It's Cool. No, the one you. I think. Oh goodness. Yeah. Oh goodness. We definitely.
It's Cool.
It's Cool.
It's cool. Good. It's the one I don't have.
That was that single. Well, what happened before? Yeah, we put out 2 singles before the actual CD. And we wanted to do a video to It's Cool, but then we thought about it, was like, no, let's put some videos out to some new music. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're working on some videos right now for that.
Okay.
Also, we're looking at doing a tour. We're going to definitely tour the band. We've been having some conversation with some national recording artists, and we also been having some conversation with some people overseas. So we're looking at probably touring outside of the States and then coming back to the States next year to do a major tour.
Let me ask you about that, because a lot of the main reason a lot of the local artists, because they eat so good off the, well, I shouldn't say so good, but they eat off the local scene is going on. Are you gentlemen willing to sacrifice what it takes to actually go on tour? Because that's what it is. It's about sacrificing. When we had Malachi in here, he talked about that real heavy. You know, like, look, if you really want to take the band somewhere, you know, you got to eat them ramen noodles on that tour bus for a minute, you know. And
if you want to be somebody, if you want to go somewhere,
I mean, that's
better
you gotta wake up and pay attention.
That's good.
Michelle Blackwell said, "Touche means good points, Dave." Just let you know that's what
hey, sis.
Shout out to Michelle Blackwell. We were just talking about it too.
Yeah, she already know what it is.
We go look in the dictionary.
Yeah, it's like a okay. It's like a okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. We're looking at some TV slots right now too. We was talking about, I don't know if this ever been happened before, a commercial. We wanted to do a commercial also about the band, and we was actually talking about
a commercial about the band.
Yeah, commercial
or the
about
band in a commercial.
No, a commercial about the band.
Okay.
So, and also another thing we were talking about doing is doing a reality show. That's something that's gonna come on.
Like a making of the band type of thing, like the behind the scenes. No, not the make like the ditties, but like a behind the scenes type of thing.
Hey, look.
Well, it's funny because I was telling the guys, I like, man, you know, you guys got an image, and it's like it's a cool swag image I like about them. It's like, I say people should start following y'all, man, just to see what y'all doing on a day to day. And it's like, you know, maybe do a reality show, you know, about just what you do on a daily basis, you know, how you live.
Maybe
like a behind the scenes type of thing.
Or a documentary type of thing.
Documentary, yeah.
Kale takes a guitar everywhere.
Yeah, it's
like that's something they will only know.
Did you bring it with you today?
I feel like we all take our instruments.
Did you bring it with you today?
Voice on them right now, but
what y'all do acoustic?
So, Kels, come on up to the microphone, brother. Matter of fact, you can actually bring it to you somewhere.
Wizard.
There you go.
Bring it to you.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause on these balls.
Potty mouth.
Slide it up.
Chew more Orbeez.
Going crazy.
Dirty mouth.
Yeah. So look, you had a thought on the whole situation as far as why Miss Lady and I, we kind of harped on the situation why local area bands don't embrace their own culture. It's right here. This only here in the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area. Why we don't embrace it. What was your thought on that?
I mean, I didn't really have a thought because
Or you just wanted to jump out the pocket?
I mean, everyone knows. Everyone that knows me, I wasn't raised around go-go. Like go-go is not. Go-go is in me because I hear it, but in my soul, it's not there.
Okay.
But
he making my point up.
Oh, come on.
No. I'm glad you said
this. Yeah. I feel like when people generally when they see a DC musician or hear that, you're a DC musician. They automatically know.
Oh, just because you're black and you're tall, you should be playing basketball?
Yeah, one of those things.
Literally.
Play for.
Literally.
You got big feet. You must be playing basketball.
Just saying. You see somebody 6'8" and he work at Office Max. You're gonna be like, bruh, you not getting rebounds for the Wizards. We need you down there. The Wizards need you, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, so I just feel like as musicians, we're just like we're pushing the fact that we're musicians that can play go-go, not go-go musicians. You know, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, but the point she made was there's no mention of go-go, and if it's in your DNA, you know, and first if it's in your DNA, because look, I made the point, and we had Junkyard here last Thursday. We had Junkyard here, and I'm sure all of y'all can attest, like, probably the greatest go-go, some of the greatest go-go musicians in the history of the music.
Greatest.
Right. All right. Yeah. So we asked the question, or I asked the question, like, look, do you have to be from Southeast to actually know what go-go is? Is it in, because go-go is a feeling, it's in you. You just made the point. Hey, I'm from here, but go-go ain't in me. You know what I'm saying? So, and not saying you have to be from Southeast per se, because the point was made like go-go comes from Southeast. The belly of the city is go-go. You know, I mean, when we come up, that was entrenched in us. Yeah. Go-go is DC. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't understand it, use a Bama. Right around, but I'm looking at, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking because
I'm laughing because I remember when I was at Norfolk State University, and my roommates were from New York, and I played sardines and pork and beans and Cat in the Hat. They like, man, what is that sound? What's that sound? What's that sound? They're like, oh man, that's some trash. I'm like, man, that's the best go-go music ever out there. Right. So I took them it was like my man Eddie, Troy, and I can't remember his name. I took them to the Metro Club to go see Red S's. Them dudes was like this the whole time.
But that's
because they didn't understand. Like, you had to see go-go to understand go-go.
It's hard to market go-go.
No.
When you're I'm just saying when you're out of town,
out of DC,
and you're trying to tell people about go-go.
Yeah. Let me tell you why you youngins are so messed up right now. You
ain't let me finish.
Let me tell you this.
You responded to it incomplete.
No, let me tell you this. This is very frustrating to me. Very frustrating
to have
because we are in the YouTube age. This is the prime moment for go-go.
But I was going to expound on what he just said.
Covers. Yeah,
when you bring somebody to the go-go in the DMV, it's a completely different experience than them experiencing it through their phone.
Yeah.
Right. You bring somebody to Martinis on Sunday, and it puts you in the mindset of, oh, this is the early 2000s. Like, the club is packed. They enjoying themselves. You can't get that feeling outside of the day. I don't think that you can get that feeling outside.
That's why I said I had to take them guys to the Metro Club.
I gotta bring you to.
I digress to a point. I was in the military. All right, I was in the Air Force, 1987. Okay,
I wasn't thought about.
Yeah, that's right. So let me tell. Hey, what I'm trying to tell them. Hey, look, we watched in '80. The DVD came out. When did the DVD drop? Go-Go Live.
85, 86.
No, it was either end of '88 or the beginning of '80. No, I mean end of '87 or the beginning of '88.
Oh, it came out.
Yeah, VHS.
All right.
I was about to say they had DVDs.
'87. No, let me tell you something.
Something's going on here.
It was 86, 87.
No, it was '87. It was shot in '87.
87. Okay.
Yeah, Go-Go Live was shot in '87. I mean, we had Daryl Brooks here. You know,
shout out to Daryl too.
Yeah,
87.
So it either came out the end of '87 or the beginning of '88, and I believe it was '88 because I was in the service and we used to play this VHS time after time after time, and everybody. We in the military, we got people from all over the country. They looking at us like, man, what is that? That's some country, but they partying. You know, I'm telling you, the visual brings you in. It brings you in. Now, the cherry on top is walking into the go-go and getting that live action in front of you. That's the cherry on top. But I'm telling you, at this time and point where we are in the world, if we don't show the visual of what go-go really is, people will never understand it. The visual is the This is where we need great producers, behind the camera producers, to really show what go-go's all about.
And that's an awesome segue as far as when I was looking at the In the Moment webpage, and I was like, it's quick. Like when you click it, it goes immediately. It's not loading. It's well done, but the only thing that it is missing is visuals. Like that's like the age of the internet right now. So they want to click something to be like, okay, what you you know, like okay.
That's probably why it's so quick, because it ain't got that. The video, because video does slow down on our website.
It slows down the page, but I'm pretty sure. I mean, it seemed like they got it all together. But it's just the age of the internet that everybody wants to see something, even if it's a link to go somewhere else to see something. But you know,
well, for the past 6 months, I've been putting up videos. Well, y'all been putting up videos, kind of like in a way promoting this outlet. Cherry Blossom Festival, we did that twice. Like. Sometimes we post a rehearsal clip. We're in the garage, you know, just working out. But I've been posting stuff all year.
But it's important because we had Darren X on the show, and he said, and Darren X and Malachi were on the show together, and they said the problem with the genre or any genre that's trying to make it or any person that's trying to make it, it's appropriate visuals. Like we don't want to see you at practice, you know, because if it's somebody from Texas trying to see what In the Moment is about, they're like, I don't want to see that. I want to see, you know what I'm saying? So like, not even like a live show, somebody's camera phone. They're like an official cameraman. Like your CD record is covering the live. You know, it's like
the band. The band in front of y'all that some people will probably say y'all trying to emulate somewhat. Black Alley. They are great at that. All their visuals that you catch are professional, well edited, and planned out. You know, they don't put out just anything. When they drop it, it's heavy.
You can't stop people from camera phone.
Right.
You know, things
I'm talking about what they put out.
You know,
that's what goes back to
what they put out is always professional.
That goes back to what I was saying about that reality show that I think would be really hot, man, for the cameramen to follow these guys around, like for the tours and behind the scenes. So you're absolutely right. I agree with you on that.
I'm just saying, just the, you know, from what we've learned from the, you know, the professionals that come on the show, it's like, it has to be not only visuals, not only YouTube, where you be like, what the hell are they saying? It's loud. It's a girl walking across the stage, and you know, like, and me being a professional, I never understood. I know you have to get the shot, but I never understood, like, being in a go-go. What I've seen these last like couple of years, people walking, the cameraman just walking across the stage doing. I'll be like, there got to be a better way. It's B-roll, whatever you call it. It got to be a better way. Like the cameraman, even he's taking still shots or, you know, rolling shots. I'm like, dude, you standing in front of the lead talking, like, what is going on? I don't understand. I never understood that. I never understood that. I'll just be like, this is I can't enjoy the show.
It's time people go spend some money and pull the camera out.
You know, I just was like, the visuals are very important this day and age for people that can't get out, or people, you know, people that are sick. Like for E, when he was, you know, when he was sick, you know, in the hospital with the cancer, he was like, man, the visuals just kept me going, because, you know, like, I couldn't be there, but I was like I was there, you know. So people that can't come out or not in town or in the military, things like that, they're very
But you know,
important.
they did used to have shows like that back in the day, man. You would see people interviewing after the show, before the show, or during the show. But again, because of financing and marketing, it just went away. So,
well, I mean, once again, the way times are nowadays, you can be very cost efficient and get your work done. Like what it costs to shoot a video, Malachi made this point again. What it costs to shoot a video, what they did with Welcome to DC back then, it would cost a quarter of that now with just the technology, because you get the own, you know,
green screen.
And it's the film. I mean, the cameras nowadays. The cameras are so much more up to date where you can get quality work done. I mean, I've seen quality work done on an iPhone.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so to me now, just to get off the go-go topic for a minute, is that any artist right now that's actually trying to get his work out there right now, there's no excuses for you to put out quality work.
True. Oh yeah,
that's true.
Like and kudos to Michelle, because her whole CD came out with visuals.
Yeah.
To every song, like you know what I'm saying, like when Beyonce did with the
Queen
Drop
Bee,
the Joint, and
when I
you
saw
know,
it, I was like, wow.
That's why I was like, shout out to every. And I listened to the CD before I even looked at the visuals, so I'm just like, there's visuals.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I kind of listen to it every day because it's something to look at, and you like, damn.
I think
that
Michelle,
song makes sense.
I think Michelle
you know?
Blackwell has set the blueprint for all the bands right now to follow.
Oh, yeah.
They haven't learned anything from what she done.
Michelle, hope you listening.
Oh, she's listening. She's
Yeah.
right now. I
Because
mean, so,
but
yeah.
she should be smiling because we've had this conversation.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, we have.
So you guys see, you saying like, go get the CD. Where can we get it?
Right.
Is it
That's
hard
right.
copy?
Right.
or-
Right now it's on. Go ahead.
Yeah, right now it's on CD Baby website
Okay.
and our website. So later in the week it's gonna be on like iTunes, Tidal, Amazon Music, all that, Spotify.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, as far as our website right now, when you click download, you might have to check your email, but check your spam because it'll probably go to the
Sending you
spam.
the file, sending you the MP3s.
It's easier to do it on your laptop because I was up this
Than the
morning
phone,
trying
yeah,
to. It's
yeah.
way easier to do it on your laptop than the phone.
Then okay. Yeah.
Drag and drop to you.
For the supporters.
So
Yeah,
iTunes,
just to let y'all know before y'all get
For
there.
the for the
What's
iTunes
wrong with my
users, it's
download?
going through that only for iTunes.
Gotta take my
album.
You
Y'all
can
trying
it's
to scam
basically
us.
sending you the file, like the MP3 files
And
to
you
your.
just download
banners
the
working.
version to your.
See,
Okay.
it's, yes, you download the file
Twerk
and you
them,
just put
cuz.
you can drag it to your or whatever your players.
Okay. So you said basically download it to your desktop and then.
Yeah, like we had to do with Michelle's. It's like
Right.
just download it and then put it.
And we also gonna upload some merch on the website. So if you want to get one of them posters,
Posters,
T-shirts,
t-shirts,
keychains. We're gonna do it all.
Stickers.
snapbacks,
Bumper stickers.
So,
snapbacks,
Bubble sticker.
dad,
Bobbleheads.
so
snapbacks.
Miss Lady,
Name old bobblehead.
I'm gonna let you ask about. Yeah, I've seen. He sent it to me. He sent it to me. I'm gonna let you ask. The gentleman as far as their relationship status and all of that. So it'd be out of pocket. For
Say
you,
what?
all of that.
Why you? Because you
No,
want to
no,
know.
no. For the ladies out there, I hope some ladies tuned in and want to know what's going on with these brothers. I hope so.
I think it's on there. I ain't gonna put it on my
Fellas.
Miss
I'm-
Lady.
Oh, don't get in
I'm
trouble.
happily engaged to
Hey.
the love of my life.
There
I
you
know
go.
she watching
Man
right
engaged.
now. She done text me. She done text me like 4 times. We
Okay.
good. We good over here. Locked down. Clank, clank.
Oh, okay. And you the lead singer too.
Hey man, what else?
You causing problems.
No, not at all.
All
There
right.
were no
How about
problems
you,
caused
Slim?
me. No.
They want to know about 88.
88, baby.
What?
Mr. 88.
Is that 88?
There's nobody special right now. You know.
Okay.
But
His phone about
Because it's all males in the band, right?
And one young lady that sings on one of the tracks for she comes in.
She
on Love You,
features.
yeah, Love You.
That's a feature.
Well, she's still a part of the team
She's
though.
in
You
the
know,
yeah, she's
still a part of the team.
It's an
So
umbrella
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She worked at BMW. If anybody want to be a W.
Damo, I think last time you married or
Yeah,
engaged.
I think he married.
I don't disclose my personal business.
Okay. All right.
I don't
Young Buck.
all right.
I don't want to disclose my personal.
y'all are
man.
all right. Well, y'all being ugly.
I'm more of like an introverted
My
type
babe
of guy.
actually got her own business.
If
you
you
know,
know, you know,
PTD.
He always come on the back end.
What you say, Wizard?
I'm
What'd you
just
say,
an
Wiz?
introverted type of guy. That's all. It's
There you go. Yeah.
So you spontaneous.
exactly spontaneous and introverted. Exactly.
All right. Well, ladies.
How can you be both?
Ladies. So when is the next event they can come check the fellas out at?
Well, currently we're working on something right now.
Hold on. How does your personal business feel about not exposing your personal business?
It's personal.
Where
Well,
were
hey.
you at when I needed you?
Oh man.
Well, look here, I've
I mean,
been
what
married
else is
10
there-
years. So
What else is there to know? Like,
kill my
You'll
damn.
clean that up
Don't
real
claim that.
quick.
Shout out to Erica Farrell, girl. Hope y'all enjoyed Orlando. You and the family. Shout out to Erica Farrell. God damn it. Shout out.
They said they over there.
Right.
I'm-
Like I told my wife, I
whatever.
said,
I
told my
plunged first into
Right,
this
right,
conversation.
yes, you
First of
did.
all,
Yeah,
just to
you
clear up names.
I told.
Hey, look, hey, Butchie, I'm trying to take lessons. You know?
Like I told my wife this one day. I said, "Babe, I love you. If you ever leave me, I'm coming with you."
How does that work? How does that
My
work,
folks,
Damo?
my folks know, man. I explain everything. I don't, I just don't talk about my personal life no more.
Okay.
If it ain't music, stuff like that, I don't even get into it.
So music.
Because my thing, if somebody know who they are, they know who they are.
Come on here.
You know what I'm saying?
If they know who they are, they know who they are. But
Everybody else,
It's
know,
for everybody
everybody else
else.
don't know who they are.
I've been through that. Everybody getting your personal business. They want to find out who they are and all that. I don't know.
Maybe
I
later
don't
on
have to
down
smack
the line.
nobody. That's
No,
all.
but we ain't asking all that up in here.
We not
Nah,
saying
you
you
wanna
can't.
know?
We not
Do you-
saying
do
yeah.
you got a significant one on your
Now
phone?
we done moved on to second
so
degree
when
I'm just saying,
assault.
listen, I'm a woman.
and
I'm a
whatnot.
woman. So I just know how it
Smacking
would
folk.
feel if my person was just like, nah. I mean, if they say, yes, I'm happy with whatever I'm doing or whatever the case may be.
They get mad now if you don't like a picture.
But then your issue gonna be, well, what was you doing?
No,
You
because
ain't
that
that wasn't
I
specific
met
enough.
somebody that's in the entertainment business, so I understand. But it wouldn't make me feel good if somebody asked them and they be like, yeah, whatever, moving on next.
Right.
Like,
Hey, Butchie. Hey, Butchie.
I know who I am, boo.
Hey, Butchie. And if they was slick, you say yeah, because if you got 2 or 3 of them, they don't know who you talking about. Yeah, I got a significant old shit.
That's old shit. They are trying to get people in trouble.
They don't know
From the
they
Win
talking
DC
about
radio
me.
station. They are trying to
I
get
don't
people
got
in
no-
trouble.
I don't got no mashed potatoes.
Let me tell y'all something.
You got 3 or 4 buns talking about
Somebody,
you. They think you talking about them.
somebody gonna go home with some hot grits.
I ain't
I
got no-
just
I
feel
ain't got
it.
no
It's in my. I
potatoes.
can feel it.
Brains and all that.
They are trying to get people in trouble up in the windy.
We gonna leave y'all.
No, but that
No,
I
they
mean, that,
young.
I mean,
They-
as because I mean, I can foresee the future, and it says, you know, you guys are going to be, successful in any route. But I just know that
Thank you so much.
But that is an issue that a lot of artists come up with as far as marriages, significant others, whatever the case may be. Because when you start from the bottom, you obviously don't know who to trust because people that are there with you for unknown, for the reasons that are known.
Trust.
But when you get some money in your pocket, it seems like don't nobody know how to act. So
Such a
you know,
word.
It's funny. A lot of artists do keep their private parts, marriage, whatever. Cause I can't remember one guy. I didn't know the guy was married, man. Because
Montel Jordan.
Not Montel.
Oh,
he,
okay.
he never talked about his significant other until an issue arose, and then he finally brought it out that he was married, and nobody knew he was married.
It's
He
like
just kept
Montel Jordan. He was on.
just
It
kept
was
it,
a
yeah.
whole
Yeah,
show about
I was
him.
shocked to find out
Nobody
he
knew
was
he was married because
Right. 'Cause
his
he kept it
managers,
private. He said, "My
his
private life, my
managers
private
made him,
Yeah,
and a lot
that's
of
right.
national artists, they make you keep your personal life because they know that,
Whatever.
especially men that sing, they
Yeah,
know that
they
the
know
women
the
are
women
not.
left-
They're going to
yeah.
be less attracted to the
Right.
part that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
taking.
I don't know. It's
My point-
27.
my
It's
point on-
2017.
It's
Women
the-
see the ring and go smack
it's
for
right.
sure. You know what I mean?
You went back in
2018.
time.
I mean, and a lot of them
That
don't
was
really
last
wear
year.
rings. You know what I'm saying?
Last year.
He went back in time.
I went back a year.
A lot of professionals don't really wear jewelry. If
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If his jewelry is blinged out or things of that nature. But I mean, a
My
lot
man-
of the men.
My man Tank
You know.
is happily married publicly. I'm cool with
Yeah,
that.
he just got married. Yeah.
He just got married.
He
though,
just
right?
got married. Yeah, he just got
Following the
married.
footsteps.
That's different because he was,
He was
and
a
that's what I'm saying.
bachelor for a long time.
Part of your show
Yeah.
is the sexual appeal.
Yeah.
I would hope. You know
So
what
a lot
saying?
of, I'm just saying, a lot of people that are vocalists, their management just always tell them, hey, don't discuss your personal business. Like your ladies on, like your old lady can't come with you on tour, stuff like that. Like his wife was never allowed to come with him on tour. She was never allowed to show up. I mean, nothing. And
Because
he
you
was,
don't want to shut down that potential fan.
yeah,
That like,
because at the end of the day, she knew who he was coming home to. She knew they had kids together. She knew
you ain't
all of that.
tripping, huh?
But y'all
I mean,
I'm
I'm saying
like-
she knew all of that. But at the end of the day, he was having extramarital affairs because.
That's what I'm.
that's a whole different. Yeah,
No, but I'm just saying it was management. It wasn't him. It was just like putting his and his wife was with it. Like, baby, listen, you singing to these ladies. They don't want you if you know what I'm saying. You gonna
Let me-
sell more
can I-
records.
can I say this
He
real
was
quick
a team
then?
player,
If the guys are involved or they are with somebody, they understand their business and they're gonna support them 100% beside behind what they do. That's pretty
That's
much
how it's
it.
supposed to be.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I worked Zanzibar 3 years and I was married. First, just got married then, and she's like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I know you're around a lot of goddamn women, but at the end of the day, your ass coming home to me." So, and they support whoever they are with. They support their drive and their vision. So,
hey, honey,
we're gonna leave that right there. Next
hey,
question.
honey.
Next caller.
Yeah, well, we get ready to get about here.
We already know you married.
Not married, but Murray.
Murray.
He said, oh, no.
So, Butchie, back to what you were saying earlier, as far as you have some things coming up. Anything in particular you want to put out there for us?
Well, we just want
Well, I
everybody.
bought In the Moment. I bought it.
Yeah, we just
High five. High fives.
Right
She
now,
just
we
gave us
just
the business.
we just want everybody to go out to support the music right now. And I told the guys that it's
please go
important to
support.
buy the music. I mean, we really want you to buy the music, enjoy it, share it, tell your friends about it, and we got some
Please,
things
man.
coming up. We don't really want to discuss a lot of things coming up right now. We talked about the video. We talked about the product, and the material. We're going to be selling T-shirts, posters, artwork, and everything. So just continue to support us. We really need that.
Wearable art prints. Graphic designer right there. I print. I'm a printer. You need anything printed? I'm a printer.
Let's get the shout out. Let's get the shout outs in, y'all.
Okay.
Let's get the shout outs in so we can head on out of here.
Y'all can stop.
Man, I want to shout out Black Stone, my boy Chris Lotson, Lottie man, Dre Beats, my man Lil Kenny, and my brother Munchie the Barber. He got that barber shop on Silver Hill Road, man. So shout out to my brothers.
Which barber shop on Silver Hill Road? This is quite a few.
MTB. It's right there.
Yeah,
like
Black
once
home.
you pass that,
Munchie the Barber.
Once you pass that BP, you go down a little bit and turn to the right.
Okay.
It's,
is that the one where
they had a grand
Lil
opening.
Benny's son work at? Because he works on one on Silver Hill Road.
I don't know.
It's
Right
40.
where
It's
that BP
4043.
Okay.
4043. So
Dressed by heart.
it's my brother, man.
That's support.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm
That's called
saying?
support.
Social media.
Oh, and one more shout out.
go ahead.
Kiana, do not kill me. It's a black owned art
Southside,
gallery.
baby.
Southside.
We actually do a lot of work.
Kiana
ACC.
Jones Lindsay, CHACC. Follow them. They got an art gallery. They put all types of black artwork in there. So Art All Night, be ready to come out, man. It's an all night event.
paint.
When is that?
Sipping
When is it?
sales.
It's on MLK.
No, when is the event?
When is the Art All Night event?
September.
Yeah, I think it's sometime in September. And today, actually, happy birthday to CHACC. It's been 3 years for them today.
Oh, that's what's
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
So shout
Southside.
out-
Y'all want to
shout
have
out
any events there?
CHACC,
You hit them up.
So you
Southside
got to hook us
Village.
up.
I got you. I give you some
September 29th.
September 29th. Okay, I got you. I'll give you some information. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we need to hook up, so
I'm
we'll
not
bring him in.
Yeah.
And so we give him a chance to promote that
Got
event
you.
coming up.
Got you.
Make
Got
sure
you.
me and Miss Lady get some. Yeah.
All right, we want
So-
some special things.
Oh, wait a minute. Social media information.
Oh, my social media is 88_ JAMO, JAMO. Sorry about that.
Is that
My
IG?
that's Instagram, and my Facebook is JAMO BDIF, BDIF on Facebook.
All right. Who's next?
I just want to shout out to John Belladonna, the manager, for allowing us to work in the studio to for rehearsals, time, and stuff like that.
That's my man, J.A.
Yeah, shout out to Jannard Hines, who actually is going to be behind this project as well. He's one of the
Nardo.
other promoters in the DMV area as well. Definitely want to give Michelle Blackwell some love because she always been encouraging us, inspiring us as well too. I don't know if you guys know a guy by the name of Bob. He used to manage Stacy Lattisaw back in the day. Bob has been giving me some pointers on what I need to do to manage this thing too. Because like I said, I didn't have no experience managing something this magnitude. So shout out to Bob. He's been really giving me a lot of guidance with this as well. And a lot of the venues that we've been talking to as well. Shout out to them. And that's really about it.
All right.
I don't really have no specifics.
Here we go.
Shout outs
The
here.
Abraham family.
So I'm just gonna
Shout out Uncle Chester.
The whole Abraham plan.
For his father
just
played
gonna
guitar
give
too.
my
Oh,
social-
I
You
thought
know-
you was trying to be funny.
Nah, his father played guitar. He's amazing.
What's his name?
Oh, your father?
Tell him. What's his name?
Chester Abraham.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
Young Chester.
That's
right
young Chester
Young
right
Chester,
there.
okay.
Chester,
His
man.
Chester Blade.
His brother played for the drums for Top 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we both
His little
actually
brother.
play for Raheem Devon as well.
Currently.
Yeah, currently.
yes, sir.
We
And Jarrell.
So, my social media is 3_ Wizard Kel. That's KEL, not KALE. KEL.
Gotcha.
_ Wizard Kel.
I don't know too many people walking around here by the name of kale. the food.
Kale.
You'll be surprised.
Kale.
All right, who's next?
I want to give these shout outs that we said
He
on
got
the
a
CD.
list.
Not just
Yeah,
on the
got his
CDs.
phone.
We got to make sure we mention these
Yeah.
folks.
Gotta get him out there.
Especially Bushy, you know what I'm saying, for coming in and believing us.
Uncle Butch.
Pete Chapman, like we
Yes.
said, he's helped us a lot. I'm saying let us
Hungry
practice.
boy.
Let us practice for free a whole lot, like as much as we wanted to.
Hungry boy.
Putting equipment if we needed, if Dave needed the keyboard,
Man,
if I
what?
needed
Pete
something,
stay looking on.
all right, go grab it. Lovey, come on, yeah.
My guy, you ain't cover yourself.
Come on here.
My son.
All right. Levy J, you know what I'm saying? She does a lot of our backgrounds and have a verse on I Don't Know. She got a lot of songs we're going to be,
Man,
you know,
what?
You know what I'm saying? Sean Davey, that's Dave's brother. Also an amazing bass player, you know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
And that's his talent.
He's lit.
Blaine Misner, I met him through Michelle Blackwell when we were recording her album at Q Recording Studios, and he's been amazing.
How many tracks you got on that album? Blackwell's?
Me, I think it's like 5 or 6. Okay. So definitely Blaine, Nate Fields, a backyard bass player. Got a studio, you know, we record there. The Spot DMV if you ever need a studio to go to, and check out Q Recording Studios too. That's CUE. Brandon Broadknox, you know what I'm saying? He's helped us a lot with like some production and recording too. June Ross, our brother June Ross, keys, man, he's amazing. Daryl Eastep, like some years ago, he was like when Touche, like he was the first person. He was like, man, hey, I'm gonna give you $75 so you gonna get that mix and put it out. So that still counts to us. So we gotta definitely thank him. You know, our fans, supporters. Got shout out to hot new female DJ T Beauty. You can follow her on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And my Instagram is at officialyoungman_Lee. You can find me on Facebook, Young Man Lee or Damo Lee. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, no 8th Street Festival, nothing like that coming up, Butchie?
Nothing like that.
Hold on now. Hold on. I want to shout out to my mom. My bad.
My
mom, my dad.
Passed it that way.
You sure did them first. You know, you right. I got to shout out to my mom, my dad, all my family, my church, my home church family, Refreshing Springs Church of God in Christ. Everybody over there is like always supporting me and always trying to give me good words of encouragement. My beautiful, wonderful chef, Frankie Perry. You can follow her at Taste the Dream TTD, and you can follow me at Mr. Laveau. That's Mr_Laveau. And my Facebook is Dave Lawson. Other than that, you know, it's a wrap. Hey now.
Yeah, shout out to the parents, man. Sorry
For
about
real,
that.
man. Y'all just gonna forget about Mom Dukes and all of that.
And my big head little sister Alicia. You know, shout out to y'all, man. Sorry about that.
They ain't gotta let us practice.
And shout out to all of our listeners and watchers out there. And yeah, I asked the question about their situation. All right.
Hey man.
Yeah, the girls
So
going
what?
on.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
The girls going on.
Yeah,
So
she
what?
talking about some, I sit smile your business. It wasn't me. Nico, I'm gonna let you ask it.
I mean, I'm used to the dudes.
Hey, what you gonna
I was
laugh?
reading the comments. They started going
What a
crazy.
comment.
It's crazy because I'm used to the dudes want to brag about, yeah, I'm available, you know, come see me. So this is the first time I had to deal with them. You
It
know, gotta
don't work
sit back.
that way, Nico.
I see. I see.
It's the difference between men and women in the industry. Women are not afraid. My boo, my boo, my
Right.
boo,
Right.
my boo, my bag.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mama,
men are just
TTD,
different.
man.
Men are just different. They like mind your business.
Oh, if I had one,
Like
I'd
none of
shout
that
her
has
out.
anything. But I'm just saying, but a lot of men are in general mind your
Don't be
business. None of that
biased.
has nothing to do with what we about to play.
It can't be biased here.
You know what I'm saying?
She's
But
not.
it has a lot to do with women, though. Their relationship status, you know, has a lot to do with their music, especially a vocalist or somebody that writes, put the pen to the pad. How we feel, we're real emotional creatures. So how we feel most of the time transpires on, into the song. So it has a lot to do. You be like, oh, yeah, Jill Scott ain't in a relationship right now.
Yeah.
Mary J happy right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Hey,
you
the
can't tell
songs they was in the most pain is some of their best selling
Yeah.
albums.
best
No
sellers
more
of-
pain, no more pain.
Her Joe fire right now.
Right.
Yo, welcome back, Mary J.
Right.
Kick that Bama to the curb.
Kick him to the curb.
Hey, Miss Lady, but no, let me get my shout out. You close out. Ladies always close out. So look, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the GoWIN Radio Show today. For all those on the Win DC Radio Facebook page, tuning in and chatting in, we appreciate y'all. Be looking out for these gentlemen. I'm hopefully through the 8th Street Festival out there, trying to put that out in the atmosphere for them. You know what I mean? Because that'd be a real big stage for them to be on and show their talents. And I think that's the type of venue that y'all need, to really get out there to the masses. So that way you're not, because I know that's a real mixed audience that goes down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and that'd be a nice little situation for y'all to, just like how the
make it happen for us.
Like how the cherry blossom thing.
Make it happen for us, man.
Hey, we'll talk about that, but we'll talk about that. Yeah. So, but once again, appreciate y'all for tuning in this Thursday. Who do I have coming in? I gotta wait and find out because I'm really hoping this guest would be a returning guest, and it was a lot of good responses to him being on, and so hopefully we can get this gentleman back. And I don't want to put nothing negative out there, or not negative, but just I'm hopeful to the situation. So keep it locked Thursday, 11 o'clock to 2 p.m., 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. right here on GoGo Radio Live and Win DC Radio. Don't forget to tune in tonight on Win DC Radio. We got Let's Be Clear from 6 to 8 p.m. and 8 to 10 p.m. We got Foreplay to Orgasm. And don't forget, coming up next is Talk with Tayo. She'll be in here at 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We getting ready to get about here. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on Win DC Radio, on GoGo Radio Live, on the app, whether you listen to it on the app in your car, on your laptop. Go download the In the Movement CD, y'all. Go download it. It's easy as 1, 2, 3 because I just pushed the button and it went to my PayPal and I had some PayPal credit and I went in there and paid for it and it's right on my laptop. So whatever Nigo don't have, he got it now because I got it. But I'm gonna make him download his own though. I'm gonna make him down. I don't share.
The more the merrier.
Yeah. The more we make people download them, don't share. Download your own.
Don't steal it.
Right, yeah. right. And shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to In the Moment, and that's about it, man. Oh, you know what? Rest in peace to Dre.
Yes.
Dre, man.
Matter of fact, but you something you wanted to say real quick?
Yeah, rest in peace to Dre, man. I just got the news earlier today from DJ Mixit that put it out there, and I was like, whoa, Dre, and then Jamaican Jay texted me and said, yeah, it's true. Man, one of the baddest sound guys in the DC area, man, Millennium Sound, so he's definitely going to be truly missed. I was lost for words when I found out and got the news, man, so prayers out to his family. Keep me in prayer, y'all. We got to stop this violence, man. This is crazy out here in DC, man. We got to stop the violence. Put the guns down and just talk, man. I tell my youngers all the time, don't let something you do for 50 seconds get you 50 years. So, seriously, y'all, stop the violence.
Yeah, I definitely want to shout out to Dre myself. It's crazy. Millennium Sounds was the name of his company?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, that's where me and Dre first did business at the Millennium, right there on University Boulevard.
Remember that, yeah.
And that's where he used to do the sound down there. Matter of fact, he did the sound the night we did the What Band, their very first video, when Danny Boy was still in the band. Yeah. So he did the sound for that. And but yeah, rest in peace to that brother right there. You're gonna be sorely missed, brother.
Yeah, definitely.
So thank y'all for tuning in once again. Stay tuned for Talk with Tayo. What you? Huh? Oh.
We got time.
No, we don't. Which one was it?
Oh, goodness.
I like Natasha.
We're getting out of here on my goodness.
Shout out to Natasha Kelly.
Yeah.
I like that girl right there.
In the moment, baby.
Have as a friend, Natasha.
Right.
You got free tickets to the first show.
See y'all on Thursday.
Through all these miles just to see you. I know it's worth it. We both deserve it. You're sexy on purpose, and your ex is worthless. Goddamn, you so perfect. Sexual tension and sensual missions, different positions. This what you missing. We going all night, no intermissions. Yeah, I'ma leave you alone. It's what we waiting for. Got so much in store. But in be like, oh goodness, oh goodness. I never felt this before, never felt this before. Saying, oh goodness, oh goodness. I never felt this before, never felt this before. Me saying, oh goodness, oh goodness. I never felt this before, never felt this before. Me saying, oh goodness, oh goodness. I never felt this before, never felt this before. Your beauty I can see now. Touchdown in T-Town. I bet we both agree now. Tonight is the night, it's going down, yeah. It's been so long, anticipated. It wasn't so hard, real men and patience. I'm sick of chasing dead-end relations. The love we making, there's no debating. I'ma leave you one more. So what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Got so much in store.